What's up everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into something that's about to completely change your perspective on what an electric car can be. I'm talking about the 2026 Hyundai IONIQ 6N, and let me tell you right off the bat, this isn't just another EV with a fancy badge. This is Hyundai throwing down the gauntlet and saying, hey Tesla, hey BMW, hey everyone, watch this. Now, I know what you're thinking. Another electric sedan? Really? But stick with me here, because what Hyundai's Division has cooked up is absolutely mind-blowing. I just got back from Korea, where I had the chance to experience this beast firsthand at Hyundai's secret test facility, and folks, I'm still recovering from the experience. Let me paint you a picture. You're sitting in this sleek, aerodynamic sedan that looks like it was designed by aliens who really love going fast. You press the N mode button, and suddenly everything changes. The dashboard lights up like a Christmas tree. The seats tighten around you. And this is where it gets crazy, you hear an engine fire up. Except there is no engine. It's all artificial, all software, but it sounds so convincing that your brain starts arguing with itself. The numbers are absolutely insane. We're talking 601 horsepower in normal mode. But here's the kicker. Engage something called in-grin boost, and you're suddenly dealing with 641 horsepower for 10 seconds of pure automotive insanity. That's enough power to launch this thing from 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds. Let me repeat that. Under 3 seconds in a sedan that runs on electricity. But here's what really got me excited, and this is where Hyundai shows they actually understand what driving enthusiasts want. They've created this thing called the e-shift system. Now, I was skeptical about this. How do you make an electric car feel like it has gears when it doesn't? Well, Hyundai figured it out, and they didn't just copy what a traditional transmission does. They made it better. When you're driving in N mode, you can use paddle shifters just like in a regular sports car. But here's the brilliant part. When you shift, the car actually changes its power delivery characteristics. The fake tachometer needle swings up, the chassis physically bucks like you just dropped the clutch, and the sound system creates this incredible motorsport symphony that builds and falls with each gear change. It's theater, but it's theater that actually enhances the driving experience. I spent time with the engineering team behind this madness, and these guys are obsessed with making this car feel special. They've shortened the gear ratios compared to the IONIQ 5N to create more explosive acceleration. They've tuned the torque vectoring system to be more predictable. They've even added ambient shift lights that flash in your peripheral vision when you're really getting after it. The visual package is equally impressive. This isn't just a regular IONIQ 6 with some badges slapped on. The fenders are 1.2 inches wider. The wheelbase is stretched by 0.6 inches, and there's this absolutely gorgeous fixed wing on the back that generates 220 pounds of downforce at 155 miles per hour. It's sitting on specially tuned Pirelli P0 tires that were developed specifically for this car. But let me tell you about the moment that really sold me on this car. We were out on the track, and I was following one of Hyundai's test drivers through a section that's modeled after the Nürburgring. This guy was absolutely sending it, and I'm watching this sedan rotate through corners with the precision of a scalpel. The way it changes direction, the way it puts power down, it's like watching physics get rewritten in real time. The drift mode is where things get really fun. Now, I've driven a lot of cars with drift modes, and most of them are pretty gimmicky. But Hyundai's N-Drift Optimizer is the real deal. It has 3 levels of initiation and 9 different settings for slip angle and wheel spin. You can literally dial in exactly how sideways you want to go, and the car will hold that angle with computer control precision. And here's the crazy part. You can still use the paddle shifters while you're drifting, maintaining that connection to the car, even while the computers are doing their thing. The engineering philosophy behind this car is what really impresses me. Hyundai's N-Team isn't just building fast cars, they're building cars that make you a better driver. The torque vectoring system provides this incredible predictability that lets you push harder with more confidence. The semi-adaptive dampers work with the electronically controlled suspension to create a platform that's both forgiving for beginners and challenging for experts. And let's talk about the party trick that everyone's going to remember, the sound. The Inactive Sound Plus system doesn't just add fake engine noise. It creates this completely immersive audio experience that's perfectly synchronized with what the car is doing. When you're trail braking into a corner, it drops to this menacing growl. When you're accelerating out of an apex, it builds to this crescendo that literally gives you goosebumps. It's artificial, but it's so well done that it doesn't matter. The 84 kilowatt-hour battery pack uses an 800-volt architecture that enables incredibly fast charging. Hyundai has this 20-20-20 philosophy: 20 minutes of hard track driving, 20 minutes of charging, then another 20 minutes back on track. They've specifically tuned the cooling system to maintain optimal battery temperature during extended track sessions, which means you can actually use this car's performance repeatedly without it going into limp mode. Now let's talk about what this means for the industry. The expected price point is around $75,000, which puts it in premium territory, but considering what you're getting, it's actually remarkable value. You're not just buying a car, you're buying a glimpse into the future of automotive performance. This is technology that will eventually filter down to more affordable vehicles, and it's engineering that will influence the entire industry. What really gets me excited about the IONIQ 6N is that it proves electric performance doesn't have to be sterile or disconnected. This car has soul, it has character, it rewards good driving and forgives mistakes. It's engaging in a way that makes you want to drive it, even when you don't need to go anywhere. The fact that this is coming from Hyundai makes it even more impressive. 10 years ago, if you told me that Hyundai would be building one of the most exciting performance cars in the world, I would have laughed. But here we are, and they're not just competing with the established players, they're beating them at their own game. This car represents a fundamental shift in how we think about electric vehicles. It's not about sacrificing performance for efficiency or giving up excitement for sustainability. The IONIQ 6N proves you can have it all: the instant torque of electric power, the engagement of a traditional sports car, and the efficiency of modern technology. So what's the bottom line? The 2026 Hyundai IONIQ 6 isn't just a great electric car or a great performance car. It's simply a great car, period. It's a machine that honors the past while embracing the future, that delivers on every promise of electric performance while never forgetting that cars are supposed to be fun. If you're still on the fence about electric vehicles, the IONIQ 6N is going to change your mind. And if you're already converted to the electric revolution, this car is going to show you just how incredible that future can be. That's going to wrap up today's deep dive into the 2026 Hyundai IONIQ 6N. What do you think? Are you ready for the electric performance revolution? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.